Hello, everyone. Welcome back from Christmas break. This is Wade Books, and you're watching Fun with Classroom. Today, we're going to talk just very briefly about the different pieces that go with Classroom, more of a review of what it offers as far as the different components. And then we're going to dive in a little bit to a trick that I like to use, which is reuse post. And I'll show you a cool different way how we can share some assignments back and forth and how that might benefit you, especially with this new e-learning window coming up. When we enter into a classroom, we know that we have three different tabs. They're the stream, the students, and the about. And they're all pretty self-explanatory. The stream, this is where we put questions and assignments and announcements. The student tab lets us know who's in our classes. And the about tab holds information about our class. It could be different links that we put in there, all kinds of stuff like that. So this is really just a quick review of what Classroom offers. The really cool thing, I think, that if you're not using it, I would definitely recommend, especially as we launch into this e-learning window, is the ability to reuse a post. At the middle school level, I use this a lot when, let's say, like I blocked every 9 weeks. So I'd have a group of students for 9 weeks. Then the second 9 weeks, I'd have a different group of students. And as you would expect, I use the same material. Well, if I had made an assignment and it was quite lengthy, this is pretty straightforward. This is, it's something, an Edpuzzle. It's very quick instructions. If I'm doing something that's very detailed, I have a bunch of attachments, I have a lot of instructions, I can actually go back and reuse a post from that class. So the first step they ask you to do is to actually select a class. You can see here are all the different Google Classrooms that I have. If they say archive next to them, that means that I've pulled them off my main menu. They're not deleted. They still exist. I'm just not using them right now. So I'm in my e-learning class. I'm in my e-learning practice classroom, grades 3 through 5. I'm hitting reuse post. And let's say I want to pull something from one of my old social studies classrooms. I'm going to go find the one I want. Let's choose this one, second, fourth quarter here. Let's select that. These are all the assignments that I have, and you can see as I scroll down, it starts to load more and more. Okay. Let's just choose one here. If it's a question, these are assignments. My World War I timeline. Hit reuse. Now I have an opportunity to change some things, right? I can make some changes to it. I can adjust what documents are in there. I can adjust who it's for. I can assign to multiple classrooms. I can change the directions, change the due date, change the topic that it's been assigned to. All those different types of things. I can schedule to assign the future. I can assign it now. These are normal things that we're used to. This is if I'm assigning it, if I'm assigned to a different class that maybe I teach. Here's where things get really cool. What we have here is, notice in my classroom, it's not only me, that's one of the teachers, it's also Amy and Kelly as well. Because I've added them to my classroom, okay, what they can do, let's say, better way to show this here, if I go back to classes. This right here is a classroom that I created. I'm the only teacher in it. It's just me. But in this one, there's multiple people. So when I'm the sole owner, I was the owner of this classroom. I invited Amy and Kelly. Because I invited them, if I was Kelly and she had her own, just like I do, when she goes to reuse an assignment, she can actually pull that assignment from this classroom. So if Kelly has her own, like this is a practice classroom and all of our assignments are here, and she has her own that she uses with her kids, like it's just her and her kids, her and her little third graders that are running around, she can go to reuse post and she can select this classroom. These are assignments that maybe I put in, but she's going to be the one that she can go and copy those over. This would be really beneficial if, let's say, for instance, I have 2, 3, or 4 teachers that teach the same grade at my school. And I say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and create the math assignment. If you want to create the reading assignment and you do the social studies or the writing or whatever that may be, what happens then is, we all, like maybe I create mine here, we add each other as co-teachers, which we can do in the About section by clicking on Invite Teachers in the About section. And when we do that, the cool thing is we can now, when we reuse post, we can see each other's classes. Okay, it's kind of hard to show how that works with just me logged in. I'd have to have more people involved. But a really neat tool allows me to look at different classes. Allows me to, it's almost like you're looking into someone else's classroom. Just really helpful when it comes to sharing assignments without you typing everything back up again. Okay, so all you do is you go to the About section, you go to Invite Teachers and invite the people that you want, and then understand then they can look into your classroom. For you to look into theirs, they must invite you in to their classroom. So if right now, if I'm on my LA teachers class, it's just me, and Amy comes up and says, "Wait, I want to get one of your amazing, awesome, incredible assignments from your LA class." And I go, "I know, of course you do. It's awesome and incredible." I would have to go to the About section and invite her in. So if she wants to take one of my assignments, I have to invite her in. Okay, I would go ahead and invite her. And then once she's invited, she can go back to her original classroom and pull one of my amazing, awesome, spectacular assignments from my classroom into her own. So just a really cool way for us to start sharing information. It eliminates work because once you're at it, I would just encourage that grade level teachers keep each other added in these. This is an easy way for us to share things back and forth. So once again, any questions on Classroom you have, if you want to share maybe a different way that you use the Invite Teacher and the Reuse Post, feel free to go to this link right here. Ask your question in the forum. Talk about maybe a concern you might have with this, or if you want more instruction. We'd love to talk more about this with you and figure out different ways that maybe you're using it. Would love in this series here to share some examples of different ways that people are using Google Classroom. So once again, this is Wade Books with Fun with Classroom.